Today we're going to take a look at the Kaleido clock, whatever makes you tick. We'll do an opening and then take a look at some of the functions and operation of the clock. The package is beautiful. I like these high-end companies that really go for quality packaging. It doesn't cost them a ton more, but it does add to the whole presentation. And this is really nice. Got a little foam cover to protect it. Then we got a quick start guide. This is probably warranty or safety information. Yep, warranty information. A psychedelic kaleidoscopic looking Kaleido clock sticker. Another cover and the clock. Looks really slick. This is nice, nice heavy matte plastic, but you can tell it's very heavy and sturdy. The two screens. This is the main clock face display screen, covered with protection film. And then this is the pendulum screen, where the pendulum goes back and forth, color of which matches the theme that you've picked for the clock itself. But anyway, that's covered with a nice protective film as well. So let me take everything out here. We got styrofoam covers for everything, and then we got a little remote control, which is also wrapped up. Looks about like a Fire Stick remote. For any of you that have a Fire Stick, I'll open that up in just a second. Then there's an adapter plug. And I'm guessing a USB-C. Yep. So it's got a nice USB-C connector, that's good. And I think that's gonna be about it. So let's pull this puppy out and take a look. So we just plugged it in. Again, it uses USB-C, plugs in back here. Has an indicator light that was just red and then blue, and now it turned off. So that's probably a boot up sequence. Again, I'll look at the manual afterwards, but it's really nice. It's got a dial here, which is going to be for setting the time. So you can, like any other basic clock, you can set the minute hand and the hour hand with that. Really nice wood grain. Almost matches my table. But it's, you know, it's a faux wood grain, heavy duty though. Nice and sturdy feel to it. And then this is it. Grab the remote, press the heart button, and let's get started. Also down here it shows a little animation to indicate that you should press the heart button in the middle of that selector section there on the remote. Again, it does look similar to a Fire Stick or a Roku remote, but you don't need a lot on here. Basically just a navigation ring, a selector button, and it looks like maybe a nighttime mode. But the instructions indicate to press the heart button, so that's what we're going to do. Let's connect to the internet. There's a couple options there. I'm going to scroll down to mine if it's here. There's mine. And then we'll enter the password and connect. Okay. And then after entering your password, you're going to press the OK button that showed up on the screen just before this. And then it says connecting. And then connected. Setting things up. Lots of dancing around with forks and eggs and stuff. And I believe app for it too. I haven't looked at the instructions, but I'm pretty sure there's an app so that you can pick and choose your background if you don't want it to go through automatically. And I know they just rolled out an update. Today's April 10th, and just a short period of time ago, they rolled out an update that allows you to use multiple chime sounds depending on the hour, like a true mantle clock. Previous to that, it would just play the same, Winchester sound, but it wouldn't count off the chimes based on the hour. And now you can set that option, which I love because I've got tons of clocks in my house, and they do chime off the hour. So we're gonna go ahead and scan the code to register, and then we'll come right back. So after scanning that QR code, it basically just takes you to a simple registration page where you fill out your name, email, country, state, and city. And then it asks you to go verify your email. And in the time it took me to jump over to my email to verify it, it already came up on the screen with this. So it be working. Looks really sharp. The display is just beautiful. I don't know what the resolution is, but it's really beautiful. The pendulum is extremely smooth looking. The pattern on here is extremely smooth and rich. The colors are beautiful. It's just really looking. So next we're going to download the app and take a look at it. I'm sure I can control it with the remote right now. I would imagine this takes you through different animations. This to mark it as a favorite. That's got to be your menu options, information like probably artist and such. Let's try that right now. And there's the artist, the name of the display, and looks like shows stats also on the number of people that have seen that display or have had it up on their clock, and the number of people that have set it as a favorite, which is currently 49. So it might be relatively new display because they are coming out with new displays all the time. So I didn't press anything, it just went back on its own, but let's press it again, hit I, and if I press I again, manually switches back and forth like a toggle. The right arrow takes you to a whole new display as expected. Ooh, that's a nice one. Yeah, I'm all about sci-fi and tech. So we're gonna hit the heart and indicate that as a favorite. That's what happens. That's really cool looking. And then we shoot forward some more. Also on each of these, might be able to do it from the remote, but I know you can set a duration. That was also one of their recent upgrades. You can set it for, because it used to be fixed all day, and probably enough people complain, say, hey, I just want it to show for an hour, like my digital picture frame or what have you. So we're gonna press the menu button. We're gonna go to, well, we got favorites, enter, which I have one, and then menu settings, enter. There's the chimes volume. Now we scroll down, that's highlighted. Scroll down again, there's the hourly strike, which I do want. Scroll down again, you can set the tick volume for the pendulum. I don't know if you can hear that, but having it set to max Makes it sound like any other clock in my house. I've got a lot of ticking going on, tick-tocking in this house. Anyway, you can set your silent times, 10 p.m. to 7. I'm not worried that. I sleep through all these other chimes without any issues. And that's that. And then we've got, so that's the sound section. Hitting the right button to go clockwise. Actually, we might have to go up, 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 and then to the right. There's display. It's on full brightness. Night mode is off. Show dials. Turn that on. Not really sure what that's going to be yet. Time. It's going to get that from the Wi-Fi. So that's probably coming from your router. Network time is going to be a 12-hour AM PM or a military style 24-hour clock. System, that's going to show your current firmware, your MAC number, all that fun stuff, and you can do updates from here, which I won't bore you with at the moment, but you just highlight that, hit enter, and it'll update. Oops. System, Wi-Fi, where it's connected. You can reset the Wi-Fi, change the Wi-Fi. There's the content. So we're gonna cycle it every 24 hours, but I'm gonna change mine to every 60 minutes. So every hour we'll get a new animation. Pause, cycle on fresh. I'm not quite sure what that is, so we'll leave it off for now until I read about it. And then there's a 13+ filter. I'm guessing that is going to be for adult-friendly material. They might have some, you know, Michelangelo type stuff in here. I don't know, but we're gonna leave that off because I want it, and I'm not sure what PSF filter is. And then, so I keep going too far out. And then support brings up the old QR code, so you can click on that. I imagine it's going to be a bunch of Q&As, FAQs, things like that. But we'll take a look at that later as well. And that's it. And then you can imagine, hit the menu button. How do we get out of here? Okay, we're gonna go up, 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 and again, and there's the previous menu, and then up again should take us back to the clock face. So that's it, you guys. I might, if they have any major software releases in the future, I might post those, but otherwise, this is the Kaleido clock, and so far I'm loving it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.